Thanks for clicking. This is my third update for Deck of Panning. Emily of Emily and Max created this project for us a few years ago. I think this might be the fourth round. It updates every month on the 20th, and Emily is still maintaining our game board so that we get to match the cards that we draw with the prompt so we can pick our products. If you found this video, I'm sure you already know the rules, so I'm not going to bother explaining those to you. I did try to start out with the usual 5 cards, but I gotta draw 2. So I have 6 products in this project. Some of them have been in here since the intro, and I will go ahead and start there. At the intro, I drew the 8 of clubs, which at the time was in it for the long haul, and so I picked a brow product. This is the Milk Makeup Gel Brow. There's no shade name on here. I think it's discontinued, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. But my goal was to finish this. At the last update, I'd used it 27 times. I'm now up to 41, and I have sharpened off the end of the K there, so I'm making progress. This is going to be in here for a while, which means I did it right? Because it's in it for the long haul, but this is still in here. As far as brow products go, I do like the formula of it. I just don't usually do my brows all the time. So I'm using it when I feel like it, which might be about half the time I do my makeup. This is still in here. I did draw a draw 2 in the intro, as I said, and one of the cards that I had to pick up for that was the Queen of Clubs. So I picked a space from the clubs column, and the one that I picked was Represent Another Project. And the project that I wanted to represent, given that we were near the end of January and going into February with Valentine's Day, was Roses Are Red. That project was created by Kana. It is not running this year, but it did run for 2 years. And in that project, there were 14 quotes about love. You were to pick the 14 products. The project lasted 14 weeks, and you were to use each of those products 14 times. And the quote that I picked was "Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary" from Oscar Wilde, and that's a product that is extraordinary. And for that, I picked my Cover FX Shimmer Veil in the shade Halo, which I think is extraordinary. It's very transformative. I love this as a topper shade over eye looks. I like it as a liner. I like it as a topper over a black liner. I do have it today as a topper all over my lid. I am currently wearing it for the 10th total time. At the last update, I had 5 of my 14 uses, and I'm up to 10, so 4 more to go. Maybe I'll get that through the next month. It's possible. We'll see how I do. I do still love this product, and I'm happy to be working on it. The other card that I drew from the draw 2 was an 8 of Diamonds, which was a fragrance at the time. I picked this Sweet Summer Kiss Fine Fragrance Mist from Bath & Body Works. My goal is to use this 30 times. At the last update, I had 13 uses. I used it 11 more times, bringing me up to 24. So I only have 6 more to go. This, I'm really quite certain I can have a goal met for next time, which is awesome. I would love to get some rollouts, and there are none this month. Spoiler, sorry, but this should be rolling out next time. I do really like the scent, and it doesn't last all that long, but that's okay. I'll still use it up eventually. In February, I drew the 6 of Clubs, which at the time was Matches Nails. My nails at the time were dark brown. So I picked this Tarte Amazonian Clay Bronzer in the shade Hotel Heiress with a goal to use it 20 times. At the last update, I had 6 uses, and now I'm up to 14. So I just need 6 more, and I should have that by next time as well. This bronzer is kind of dark for me, so I have to use a very light hand when I wear it as a bronzer. I do sometimes use this as an eyeshadow, so I have that option too. But either way I get them, I will get 6 more uses. At one point in time, this wasn't quite so difficult for me to wear. A couple of years ago, I lived in a desert and I got a fair bit of sun, and my skin tone can actually change quite drastically. But in another 6 uses, this should be rolling out. Also in February, I drew the 9 of Spades, which was metallic, and I picked the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Nail Polish in Chromatica. This is the Galactic collection. My goal was to use this 5 times. The last update I had 2 uses, and I used it 1 more time to give me 3, so 2 more uses to go. I think I can get this rolled out for next time as well. The one time I used it was over a green nail polish, and if you wanted to see what that looked like, I had that manicure whenever I did my Akape update and my 50 Shades of Black intro. So those 2 videos is when I had that manicure, and I should get my other 2 next time. I wear this as a topper shade for my nails, which is really nice. That way it gives a nice metallic sort of sheen. I think I still liked it better over the black than I did the green. Some of the reflect kind of got lost since some of the reflect was green and you just couldn't see it with the green nails underneath it. I'm going to try it with 2 other colors and see how that works. And last month I drew 1 card, which was the 10 of Hearts, and the 10 of Hearts was in it for the long haul. So I got a second in it for the long haul product. I picked the Osé, I think that's how you say that brand, Ocean Eyes. It's an eye serum, and I don't think I'm going to end up marking this because this was nearly full last time and I just barely made a little bit of progress, so I think trying to mark this month to month would be too hard. I am trying to finish this. This will probably be in here all year, so it is what it is. It's in it for the long haul. So I tragically have nothing leaving this project, and I've gone back and forth over the last 2 days over whether or not I'm going to draw a card anyway, and I've decided that I'm not. I did just start 50 Shades of Black, so I did recently introduce 50 items into my panning life, so I'm not going to draw the one more. For next time though, I should have 3 rollouts. I should be able to roll out that fragrance mist, the bronzer, and the nail polish. So I should be drawing at least 3 cards then, which would be awesome. So next time's exciting. Sorry, this one's disappointing, but wish me luck and I'll see you next month. Bye.